Good morning. I'm Elle Remington, and you are listening to MediaPlex News Radio. The time is 10:30. Let's start off with today's breaking news. The first story is a sad one. And last Friday evening, the bus taking the Humboldt Broncos junior hockey team on its way to a playoff game in Nipawin and a transport truck collided. 15 people are dead and 14 injured. They range in age from 16 to 21 years. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police have released the names of all the people who died from the horrific crash. A collection of NFL and CFL players took on the youth of Windsor this weekend. Reporter Todd Sheeran has the story.
Dallas Cowboy and Windsor native Tyrone Crawford returned home to host Windsor's finest football academy at the University of Windsor's Alumni Field. Players including Luke Wilson, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Daryl Townsend took time out of their schedules to join Crawford for the event's 5th annual camp. Wilson recently inked a one-year deal with the hometown Detroit Lions.
Definitely want to help these guys out, support them if I can in any way. You know, I think that's just a neat ordeal to see the amount of local Windsor talent that's out here at all different levels and ages, you know.
Crawford said it was amazing to come to the city with his teammates, CFL friends, brother, and cousin to help him at the camp.
You know, it's definitely a blessing to have this platform and be able to, share it with the youth here in Windsor. It's just an amazing feeling.
Crawford also had several family members in attendance, some even participating as campers. His 7-year-old cousin James had fun participating.
Tyrone Crawford is my cousin and favorite football player.
Since the camp's inception, one of the main objectives has been to teach the campers to tackle bullying. This year was no different, also using the slogan Level Up, which means to work towards taking something to the next level.
We're just trying to instill that in these kids, and I think we're doing a good job. Just the smile on these kids' faces, that's a highlight enough just to see them out here having fun.
For MediaPlex News Radio, I'm Todd Sheeran.
Red Bull has a residency for artists who live and create work for an exhibition in Detroit. Miller Hill explains.
Red Bull is giving visual artists an opportunity to live and create artwork right in Detroit. Director and curator Matthew Eaton selects 3 artists from around the United States to live in Detroit for 3 months.
We pay for all their travel, provide them with tons of materials and resources while they're here, and they keep all the money from all the sales. So we're not a profit-driven gallery. It's much more about the experience and the process of being here and the collaborative nature of the studio space too.
Located in Eastern Market is the Red Bull House of Art. The artists live rent-free, they get Uber accounts for transportation, and $16,000 for expenditures. Its current exhibit features art from 3 Dominican-American artists. Eaton says all of the work relates to their life experiences and everything within those 2 cultures that resonates and affects their daily lives.
There's deep satisfaction in seeing them celebrated and the kind of the fruits of their labor being appreciated.
As this residency comes to an end, the next one begins. For Eaton, he is already planning for the next group of artists to arrive. For MediaPlex News, I'm Miller Hill.
Pretty in the city or downtown fashion? Actually, it was the theme of an event planned by students to empower women in the city. Alyssa Horrobin has the story.
The all-female class of St. Clair College's event management program planned a brunch to empower women in the community by bringing them together. Proceeds from the Pretty in the City event go toward a bigger building for the Welcome Center shelter for women and families. Strategic Partnerships Manager Kristen Douglas says the goal of the shelter is that no woman or family be left without a place to stay.
Nobody should be, worried about where they're going to stay every night. And so we just think there's no exceptions to that. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity.
The 6 students say this nonprofit organization in Windsor is close to their hearts. Essex MP Tracy Ramsey was one of the 3 guest speakers at the brunch and believes empowering women is especially important for the shelter's role in the community.
The women at the shelter are so special because they're empowering women when they're at their most vulnerable point in their lives. They really are, in a lot of ways, creating a new life for these women.
The class exceeded their fundraising goal of $5,000. For MediaPlex News, I'm Alyssa Horrobin.
Now let's turn to weather. Today there's a chance of flurries with the high of 4. Tomorrow's mainly cloudy with the high of 7. For Wednesday, there is a chance of showers, but the temperature will be a high of 11. And the last 4 days of this week, it will keep raining and the temperature will warm up. Thanks for listening. I'm Elle Remington for MediaPlex Radio. Follow us for these stories and more. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and at themediaplex.com.